Welcome back to the Game Cave. I am Josh. I am Setsuna. And it's a great day. It's a great day. Today, actually, this Tuesday, is actually my first collab stream with a buddy of mine. We're going to be playing a chaotic game called Plate Up in, roughly an hour after this came out. So maybe you'll be able to watch this whole episode and then still catch the stream. Who knows? Link to that'll be down below. But I'm just having a good time. Having a good time. Trying to get back into the swing of all this stuff. And not really having a good time playing this game. It's not bad. It's not bad by any means. It's a beautiful game. The music's great. The characters are fun. But it's just really dull. Anyway, we're on the search for Julienne. So hopefully we can find her. We've been through several scenes since we talked about finding her, and we have had 0 leads on where to go. A caution all the knights. Did they find him? Ah, you are here. What happened? Looks like some of your knights are injured. Ugh, we've been to Elhenbach, and it's all because of that Julienne. Sir, kindly hold your tongue. Where's Julienne? I'm afraid I cannot tell you that. Oh, is she in the crypt? Can we go into the crypt now to look for her? Is that what's going to happen? Given the circumstances, I'd say this was an emergency, wouldn't you? You didn't stand a chance by yourselves, right? If you don't let us help, the situation's only going to get worse. Yeah, come on, Cornelius. Please tell us. We might be able to help. With the spatial distortions gone, we were on guard against monsters invading from other regions. I led our troops into Magna Valley, and it was there that I found Lady Julienne, or what remains of her. Is Julienne safe? Oh yeah, because the darkness inside her would have knowledge of the airship. Presumably, she would have figured out that because Julienne's not stupid, she would have figured out the nursery rhyme. Knowing that the airship was going to be down in there, and the darkness wants to get into the last lands, so it would be going after the airship. That makes sense. You know, it makes sense. You want to know how I know that it makes sense? I followed that trail of breadcrumbs. That's the thing. A lot of people think that like a twist needs to just fucking come out of goddamn nowhere. It doesn't need to come out of nowhere. A proper twist means that it's something that is in it's in the universe. Like it's a thing that happens, right? If the twist is just like a thing is like, actually I'm the buh, and you're like, what? And it comes out of nowhere. Yes, technically nobody saw it coming, but it's because that means that it came out of nowhere. I would argue that if there are people who are paying attention, like really paying attention, any good twist is something that those people feel like they not necessarily that they saw it coming, but when the pieces fall into place, like what just happened right here, all these pieces make sense, you know, they fit together, it's well written, and it's not like, oh, she's there because she needs to be so that we can find her. No, it makes sense that she's there because we just learned why she would be there. Now, there's an argument to be had about the timing of all of this and how much that constitutes a coincidence, but like any story that you're actually enjoying and like watching and stuff like that, those stories happen because of coincidences, you know, like if the coincidences didn't happen, there would be no story and there would be no reason for us to watch these things. We only see them as coincidences because we don't see anything else around the events that are occurring because they don't matter. So everything appears to be a coincidence, but that's not necessarily how it all works out. But yeah, that's how I feel about twists. So when you just pull a twist and then you try and like retcon it later, like before, with like a really lengthy explanation, you know, like actually it was me who did this, and then blah 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 and blah 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 and all that stuff. I hate that. When you leave breadcrumbs along the way so that the people can figure out the twist along the way, or they feel like when the twist is revealed, all of a sudden everything clicks into place, right? That feels better than having the villain monologue about how it was really them all along. Dio and all that crap. Like, it just feels like better writing, in my opinion. Her Highness is no longer Her Highness. Yes, we know, we've dealt with this before. Upon noticing us, she suddenly rose to her feet, and such a clatter. Cloaked in a sinister aura, she seemed more monster than human. Oh, but I thought monsters couldn't be human. Julienne. And so, left with no other alternative, we used a restraining spell to contain her there. However, its effect shall not last long. Her Highness, Lady Julienne, is in great pain. Her incredible magical energy has something to do with what's happening to her, doesn't it? Tell us what's going on. But Dude, bro, this is not the time for secrets, alright? In peacetime, you can have all your fucking secrets, alright? Now is not the time for secrets. We need to know things so that we can know things. Fuck off. Julienne is one of us now. If she's in pain, we want to help her. We have already done everything that we can. Very well, I shall tell you. Most likely it is due to the blood of a monster. Huh? Lady Julienne consumed the blood of a monster. Excuse me? Isn't monster blood highly poisonous? That's what they tell us. Turns out it's full of nutrients and magic powers. Indeed it is. Most humans would die instantly if they consumed it. But in some rare cases, there are those to whom it instead grants great power and life force. Her Highness is one such example. A long time ago, when out slaying monsters, Her Highness was left stranded by an avalanche. We heard it was to rescue a knight who didn't get away in time, right? Indeed. Her Highness was left teetering on the very edge of life and death. In order to survive, she had no choice but to consume the blood of a monster. It is because of her fierce will, her undying determination to see her kingdom restored. Yeah, alright, we get the picture. So it's the effect of the monster blood. That's what's given her the superhuman magical energy. Her Highness survived and returned to the village. We all rejoiced, of course. However, in exchange for that incredible magical energy, the monster blood began to transform her into a monster herself. Her Highness's mental state has become progressively worse. On occasion, her mental distortions cause her to show extreme cruelty and ruthlessness. I feel Her Highness may never return to her former self. And so, I have prepared myself to die together with her. I shall continue my service to her in the afterlife. No one's dying just yet, old man. I bet Nadir's really soaking up this opportunity to actually call someone old man, instead of being called old man. Right now, we need to help Julienne. Don't worry, we'll get Julienne back to her old self. When I think of Her Highness's pain, Oh, we're just leaving on that note? Okay. Well. Seeing as you told them you were going to save her, I take it you've got some sort of plan? Come on, what else could I say given the circumstances? Exactly. Anyway, we need to get Julienne back no matter what. Yeah, she has the best triple attack. Presumably. If we don't, we won't be able to enter the ruins. But if her transformation has already progressed this far, will there really be any way we can cure her? Find someone to cure her. Looks like we ain't got no other choice. It's easy enough to say, but finding someone isn't gonna be that simple. Treating a human who's turned into a monster isn't something you can just do, is it? We need to find her someone who can cure Julienne. Easier said than done. We don't even know anyone is good at... He just said the same line twice. Yeah, we do. We know just a person. Someone who specializes in healing magic. Ask Sayagi. That's right. Sayagi did call herself a healer, didn't she? She already cured Julienne once, too. Yeah, just very casually as well. Sayagi did help cure Julienne before. Maybe it's worth talking to her. Come on, let's go back to Gatherington. Let us all gather at Gatherington. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to, So if I'm not mistaken, she's in Magna, right? Magna. This place. So they've restrained her here. So I have to walk past her, basically. Go to Gatherington, and then come back. Alright, well, let's do that. Oh my god. So what am I oh my godding? MP used 0. So that means that if it is 20 or less cost for the triple or for the combo, these big boy moves can actually be 0. That's kind of nuts. Kind of like sap, paralysis, and stop. Oh. Ooh, it's strong too. Oh, but it's just time. Wow. So phasal shift is ridiculous. It gives him an entire SP gauge. That is nuts. That is crazy. That is so crazy good. We're gonna stick with this for the big crunch. Right? Let's see, that's 15, 20, 15. That's 15, 20, 25. Technically, that's more. Oh, wow. Yeah, she is struggle-uggling. Hang in there just a little longer. I was translating. Stay right there, though. We're gonna need you there when we get back. Sayagi, I'm coming in. It's our companion Julienne. She's in real trouble, so we've come to ask you for your help. So it is as I feared. I did sense it faintly at first, the first time I met her. I thought that her magical energy was different from that of a human. What'd you do to her? Of course I can cure her. If I could cure her, then I would. I cannot stop her transformation. It is far beyond my power. So there's nothing left we can do. You must understand, I merely said it was beyond my power. But one so young and supple as your Setsuna should be able to do it. Huh? Why do you mean? What I mean is that I have an idea of someone who might be able to help her. Just one person, mind you. Really? There is a spell that can drive out the evil influences of monsters. If you use it, you may be able to control her transformation. Where is this person? I want to know about bears and rabbits. There's no need to look far. The spell of which I speak may only be used by one who is worthy, one who possesses both noble spirit and great selflessness. I'm talking about you, oh my god, she was talking about Setsuna? I could have not have never guessed. Me? But I don't know any spell like that. See, I wouldn't hang so much on the whole like, oh, it's so surprising aspect of this writing if they didn't add like 15 text boxes like fluffing up the answer, you know? Like they just spent like 6 or 7 text boxes of them being like, oh, there's only one person who could do it. Oh, who is that? Oh, I'll tell you in a second. Like, if they didn't do that shit, it wouldn't bother me so much if they didn't do like these obvious answer shits, you know? Like, it's just so stupid and annoying when they just like act all coy about who could they possibly be. I don't know, maybe the healer in the group who is also a sacrifice, of which Sayagi is one. No, of course you do not. I am going to teach it to you. However, learning this spell carries with it a significant risk. What do you mean? If not learned properly, its force will be returned upon the caster. It's the Mufuba. And if that happens, death is certain. But you are the sacrifice. Many lives and futures rest upon your shoulders. It is possible that you may end up needlessly throwing away your life to try and save just one. I don't think it would be needless. She's a way better party member than I am anyway. I know I shall reach the last lands no matter what. I'll be fine. So please tell me how I can save Julienne. Here, take this. You receive Power Drained Spritnite from Sayagi. Okay. What's this? Spritnite that has lost its powers. Now, we are going to imbue it with a new power. A power that will allow us to bring back that young lady's spirit and life force. This is our last chance to save her. You must simply do one thing. Use your healing powers to endure my light elemental magic attacks. You must show me your determination, your will. Use my healing powers to endure your light elemental attacks? I understand, Sayagi. I can do it. I know I can. Very well. Come outside. Is this actually going to be a battle where I just have to sit there and heal myself? Oh, come on. Okay. What? Oh, that's right. I get rid of it. Hooray, being able to heal more than my max HP. Which, by the way, I'd like to comment on. I've been able to do that the entire game. Like there's never been a time where it's like, oh, my cure spell doesn't heal 100% of my HP anymore. That's never been a thing. Guaranteed critical. Come on. That's a guaranteed critical 750 all heal. Like every spell, every potion has been a 100% full heal pretty much the entire game. It's just weird. Like they didn't bother to think about the numbers ahead of time. Nah, I think I'll just hang out here at 3 SP. Like this could have been a really cool, if they had scripted this moment, it could have been really cool. You know? Like if they just showed like the end of Dragon Quarter we did it. Like the end of oh boy. Hey, you all right, Setsuna? Yes. Here I am face down in the snow. Like the end of Breath of Fire 5, Dragon Quarter. That shit. That's how you end a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugh. Man, I remember that shit. Oh, I love Dragon Quarter. Like, I haven't played Breath of Fire's 1 through 3. I've played 4, and I've played Dragon Quarter. And I love that game. I don't understand why it gets so much hate. I think that it came out, a theory that I have, I should say. I don't know, but a theory that I have is that it came out before the big, like, roguelike thing, and there were games that were roguelikes or roguelites. I don't really understand the distinction, so I don't really use it. I just say roguelikes. There were a lot of games that came out like Azure Dreams and Dragon Quarter and stuff like that that were basically roguelikes, or had very roguelike mechanics. And I think that if Dragon Quarter came out nowadays, where like roguelikes are significantly more accepted, a lot more games have roguelike mechanics, I think that it would have done a lot better. But I just think that it was so different that the and also the time period that it came out in, if you weren't a fan of a series, you really didn't hear too much about a game. You know, it was kind of like that before, like the ubiquity of ubiquitousness. I don't really know how to make that word work. In the gaming culture, like if you didn't actively know or seek out the information about something, like it was really hard to like just passively know things. But like nowadays, everybody knows about like every game that's coming out. So I think that the fact that only people that were searching out Breath of Fire games were the ones that really found out about Dragon Quarter like that, especially beforehand, like before it came out. I think that really hurt it, because a lot of the people that were looking for another Breath of Fire game did not find another Breath of Fire game. They found a vast departure from the series. But I think that it's a really good game. I'm fine, I just feel a little weak. It's to be expected until you are accustomed to the spell. It simultaneously produces both powerful evil repelling attack and sacred healing energy. It's called Fairy Law. Transformed into Luminary. Oh my god, we're Dragon Quest XI now. Wow, I wouldn't be able to pull that off in a million billion years. Me neither. Thank you very much, Sayagi. I have nothing left to teach you, the rest is up to you. I shall be praying for your good fortune. My thoughts and prayers are with you. Oh. There we go. That's the squad. I like, once again, they never, like, heal, like, there's no ins. Everything that you have to do is either with techs or items. All right, well, let's go save Julienne. Oh, we got the whole crew waiting up here. Hang on. I gotta pick up my pot. All right. Time to snuff out this darkness. Is it gonna like manifest and we're gonna have to fight a boss out here? That would be cool. Like we're gonna have to fight like fucking Orthax. Your Highness, please endure for just a little longer. Everyone, please get back. Hey, Setsuna, you have some sort of plan? Yep, it's called a gun. When I give the signal, please remove the spell that's binding her. Very well. Now! You gotta activate all 5 layers of boost. My focus is unparalleled! Now! Oh, shit! Oh! Like a rock out of the sky. Setsuna, are you alright, Setsuna? Lady Julienne, please be strong. Oh, her weapon's equipped again. That means she's joining the party, right? I do have a new weapon for her, although that one looks sick. Cornelius, I see. So you all. If you want to thank someone, thank Setsuna. She's the one who saved you. I see. Lady Setsuna, we almost have the same color hair. Julienne, you're all right. Thank you, Setsuna. All right, she's back. Hooray! For now, she's been back before. This feels like the whole sacrifice thing again, where like it's not a permanent solution. It just we keep having to escalate the solution until eventually we can't do it anymore. She's back. Our Lady Julienne, Her Highness, has returned. That's actually an argument to be made there, by the way. If you constantly push back the darkness, and every time that you push back the darkness, it gets increasingly harder to push back the darkness. When you get to the point where you can't push it back anymore, the darkness is going to be so fucking strong. You know what I mean? I guess you could say that about any oppressive force ever, anywhere. The oppression makes the thing stronger. 3 cheers for the princess. Come, all of you, I understand how you feel, but please quieten down. Quieten? Claritin. Does the monster blood seem to have left your body now, Your Highness? Yes, but I seem to have kept all of my power. Most likely, it has not left entirely, but I shall no longer let it rule me. I can control it with my own strength, I know that much. I thought we thought that earlier, and it didn't turn out to be the case. Do you remember anything? All I remember is a world of perpetual, all-consuming darkness. Jesus. A feeling of intense loneliness and a rage towards others. I think that's being called an outcast and an introvert. Maybe that's just my personal experience with being an outcast, but join the club, lady. These emotions took control of my mind, spurring me on towards destruction. Whether they were my own emotions or the result of some other influence, I do not know. At the same time, far away in the distance, I could hear a voice. A voice say, "Let me in." Yes, a voice, a sad voice. I know not if it was the voice of a man or a monster, but the sorrow behind it tore at my heart. Each time I heard it, it seemed to eat away at my soul, and I was unable to fight back. "No, Lady Julienne, you have fought bravely. This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack, knows it well, as do all the knights. I thought that my duty was to restore my homeland I thought my duty to restore my homeland was the only thing that kept me going. You were wrong. But really, there was something else. There's no difference. There's no difference in these answers. Why is this prompt occurring? Indeed, Endear. I guess it's to just keep the main character kind of engaged in the story. It's kind of like that whole joke, not a joke actually. It's just a thing that happened when they were creating briefs for Trump when he was in office. His security advisor said that they had to keep, like, every 3 or 4 sentences, they would have to just randomly write his name in the brief, because if he didn't hear or read his name every little while, he would lose interest and stop reading. Which sounds like an SNL joke, but it's a thing that happened. It is exactly as you say. It is you, the knighthood, who truly keep me going. You and all the people of the village who believe in me. I apologize for having worried all of you so. I know it is a lot to ask, but will you continue to lend me your support? Our hearts are with you, your highness. They have always been and always shall be. There are none among us who have lost even an ounce of faith in you. Thank you, Cornelius. I intend to see this journey through, so that our homeland may finally be restored. Together with my saviors, I shall see the last lands for myself. I shall learn the truth behind the old kingdom. Open sesame! O royal gate, in the name of my forefathers, I command that you open. In my veins flows royal blood, for it is I, Julienne, the last true successor of the kingdom. Well, hey, I mean, we can make it so you're not the last one. Endear's right there. That is an intense gate. Holy shit. How deep is the tunnel? It opened. So our only hope of getting across the vanished land is inside here. Let us enter. Julienne, join the party! Hooray! Hooray! Everybody's so happy. I know I am. Oh god, she just doesn't have much, does she? Oh yeah, I actually got some new stuff for her too. Icicle Lance. And Apex Thrust. Ooh, Snowfall Symphony. I think that actually is a skill that I have, which of course means that we're going to take some time and write down all the skills. Hooray! I know everybody's so excited, including me. I'm not. I get carpal tunnel every time I have to do this. We'll be right back. Okay, so that took a bit longer than I expected. All right, so we've got, let's see here, a whole lot of 2s. So we've got, obviously we've got our 6th party member back. There's still so many combos that I haven't unlocked. There's so many moves in the game. Honestly, there's just so many. But we do, however, have Hyperion, which is great. I've been looking at that one since the beginning of the game. So we got Hyperion for triples. Obviously, we have Stardust Fall and Perpetual Strike and Delta Force. So we actually got three triples to look at. We got Flash Thrust, which is new. Electromagnetism is new. Raging Spirit, Ice Cleave, which I'm sure Ice Cleave will be exactly like Lightning Cleave and Fire Cleave, but yeah, so we've got pretty good. Pretty good. She's got boom, 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 so many. So far, this is 20s across the board, so that's 60 total. That's 30, 60 also. 60 also. I'm trying to look for like the cheapest triple. 20, 25, 15, 60. No, they all seem to be the same amount. Oh, that's weird. They definitely did that on purpose. It seems like so far all the triples are the same cost. Just spread out differently across the different characters. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and check out. Oh, wait. I got that new weapon for her. So much to do. So much to. Whoa, okay. It's a dope looking lance. Okay, cool. But yeah, so we're gonna start off with checking out Hyperion, seeing what that's all about. I mean, first we're gonna watch this scene. Hey Julienne, you sure it's all right for us to be here as well? So this Royal Ruins is the same as that one ruins that we already went through, and it's the same opening as that the Apoth ruins that we can't get into yet. So that's what when I saw the gate opening up, it reminded me of the Apoth ruins, the way that it kind of looks on the world map. You sure it's all right for us to be here as well? If you are not with me, this shall have no meaning. After all, it is thanks to all of you that I am standing here. Fair. Very fair. Alright, let's go fight some new enemies. See what Hyperion's all about. I hope this looks fucking awesome. If it looks sad, I'm gonna be so depressed. New enemies? Oh, are these... See, now these could be palette swaps, but these could also be Sprit Knight Eaten. I'm not sure. They look Sprit Knight Eaten, do they not? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Okay, so Hyperion. What? Causes special damage to all enemies near the target. Inflicts more damage the higher HP MPR. Oh. Huh. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that was something. Looks like they both went up there and just whoosh. So let's do it again. Oh, he didn't have the... Oh well. Unfortunately, it's not that good. It's single target, which I guess could be good later. But see, now those ones aren't Sprit Knight Eaten. Those are just regular. Do these not look Sprit Knight Eaten? This is what I'm talking about with the Sprit Knight Eaten monsters. You don't know. It's irritating. Unfortunately, it doesn't do debuff, time, light, fire, water, or shadow. So it's not as good. Next up on the list is Perpetual Strike. So we need Eterna. Well, it says Julienne, Eterna, and Endear. Do I not have it equipped? Was that... No. Radiance. I need to put Radiance on him. I actually haven't used Radiance yet. There are some things where they like stack up the more hits you do. So I'm thinking about looking into moves like that to see what those are like, but as of right now, I don't really see much value in doing it. It seems like the kind of thing where it's like you have to build specifically in order to make that useful. So, you know, we got time for that. Oh, a lot of folks. All right, so Perpetual Strike is all enemies near the target, 8 hits, dealing physical damage. Okay. Let's see how close is close. Oh my god! Okay, that was pretty cool. But unfortunately, it only does physical damage, which means that it is less useful. Oh. Well. I mean, but like, why though? So the last one is Delta Force with Kier and Setsuna. There you go. Don't even need to switch nothing. I mean, except for the vinculums. I think I might just make more vinculums if I can. Oh shit, she just got a new one. I unequipped the vinculum from her. I'm so stupid. The apex thrust. You can do electromagnetism with the icicle lance. Here needs a vinculum. The Vinky? There. Now what does it do? Fuses all the magical energy in nature, triggering a blast that causes special damage, fire, water, and light. Oh my god! To all enemies! Okay, so this is the best. This is the best one. We found it. Because it does 3 types of damage. There's no way to be better than that, right? Oh my god, it's a triangle! It's so much damage! Holy shit! And guaranteed that's magic damage, right? Like, guaranteed 100% that is considered magic damage, which means that I can actually... Oh yeah, give me all the combo power. Which means that I can actually eat that food that raises magic damage, and that will raise the damage of Delta Strike. Or Delta Force. So we just found the best one. Especially because that gives us 3 kills. Right? So that gives us 3 kills. This is the only new one. So that gave us fire, water, and light. So now we only need time, the exact kill, and debuff kill. Wow. Wow. Okay. Which time, all we need is Eterna. So we'll get here. And I cast the Iron Maiden! But yeah. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if having these written down is going to help at all. It's helping me kind of keep it all straight so that I like know what to look for. It also lets me know like how many I don't have yet. You know, like every character has like 10 or 11 triple moves that I don't even have access to. Nadir here has like freaking 15 that don't even have one other person to work with yet. So the amount of stuff that you don't get until the end of the game in this is kind of wild. But we're gonna progress and do more things on the next episode, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate the fact you do. And if you're enjoying the content or not, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All those good things. I do stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/TGCTheGameCave. And as I mentioned, I will be doing a dual stream today. Obviously, at the end of this episode, you've got about 10 minutes. Unless you're watching this later on in the day, in which case, I should probably stop plugging that because it's if you're watching this at 4 or 5 o'clock, it's already over. All right, see you next time. Bye.